Hey guys, come on in and join me. Tonight we're talking about NingXia Red. Super exciting. We have not had a class like this yet in our team, and so I am insanely excited to share this amazing product with you tonight. Okay, so let me know when you're here and let me know where you're joining us from tonight. For those that don't know me, my name is Lisa and I am in the southeastern Michigan area. Oh, hold on, my husband needs something. Go ahead and take it.
You can use that.
Okay. And my setup is going down. Okay, we're back. All right, so let me know if you're here joining me tonight. I would love to know if you are using oils, if you are already a Young Living member, if you're already drinking NingXia Red. Tell me all about it, guys, because this has been a huge game changer in my life and in the life of my family. And so I love to hear how it is affecting other people that I know and love. So we're gonna do about a 30-minute chat tonight, and I have gathered tons of research and information. And so honestly, I already loved NingXia Red, but after I did all this research, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I was so impressed by the amazing information and history that is behind NingXia Red that I am even more in love with it now. So I'm excited to share this with you because I was literally blown away by all of it. So if you are not familiar with NingXia Red yet, it comes in these amazing packets in your premium starter kit, which is how so many people get started with Young Living nowadays. It's about oils for a lot of us, but there are so many other amazing products that Young Living has, including NingXia Red. So when I first got started, and let me just tell you guys first, I'm so passionate about sharing this with you guys because it, like I said, has changed us in so many ways. Hold on, my setup is being so funny. I'm like afraid it's gonna tip over. If you guys were here right now, you would laugh because of the way it's kind of Jimmy rigged up right now. But basically, I'm so passionate about sharing this with you guys, and my job as a Young Living distributor is to basically be the bridge between the products that we have and Young Living, to be able to share that with you guys, educate you guys about it. So I am not a medical professional, and I am definitely not an expert. I am a mom who watches tons of YouTube videos, reads tons of books, and just tries to gain as much knowledge as I can for my family. And so then, in so doing that, then I share with you guys because this information is invaluable. So that is what I'm here for. Okay, so back in 2015, I got my starter kit. I started using all my oils. I was obsessed with making DIY products. I still am. I love all of the Young Living products. They're amazing. I wanted my house to smell good. I wanted to get rid of candles. And I kind of didn't even open these for a little while because I was like, I don't really know what this is. And somebody told me it's a really good antioxidant beverage, but like what? I don't know. So, and I don't know what it tastes like. Do I refrigerate it? I really didn't pay much attention to it. So I just kind of let it go for quite a while. And I'm going to move this. I'm going to set it down here because it is being really funny and I'm afraid it's going to fall. Okay. We're in a live video, guys, so you know how it goes. It's not always picture perfect, and it's not supposed to be. Okay, so I kind of let these go for quite a while, but what I realized after a while is that I need to pull these out and I need to figure out how to use them, and I finally made it a priority. I gained some wisdom and knowledge from some friends and other people that are much more educated about this stuff than I am, and I learned the incredible antioxidant value of NingXia Red and what it can do for our families, and I was literally hooked. And so I started to realize and see after just a couple of uses how much energy I had, how good I was feeling. My skin was looking super clear. I was giving it to my kids and they were staying super healthy and out of the doctors, which is another thing that people say is the reason why they use it is because their kids literally are staying out of the doctor's office, So not only does it make us feel amazing, it's great for women that are pregnant. It's amazing for energy levels. It helps grandmas and grandpas to feel vivacious and tons of energy. It is incredible for athletes. It helps you to feel energized. It helps with your recovery time, reduces inflammation, all of these amazing health benefits in 2 ounces of NingXia Red. And the nice thing about this is that it fits so well into the Young Living lifestyle because it really is just the power of nature. There is nothing in this except for the power of plants and essential oils, which is incredible. You are not going to find sugar, you're not going to find additives, you're not going to find caffeine, extra chemicals, nothing. It's just the power of nature. Okay, so this is where we're going to start diving into the history of NingXia Red. So in 1993, Gary Young, who is the founder and owner of Young Living Essential Oils, he started learning and becoming immersed in the use of essential oils and just a more natural lifestyle. And he was studying these ancient scripts and the ancient uses of these cultures that were living longer and all of this amazing information. And what he came across was that the people of Ningxia, China were healthier and living longer than anyone else in the whole entire world. And so he went to China because it is incredible, this man. Like, he has literally traveled around the world to find the best for us. So he goes to China. He finds the oldest man living there, and he interviewed him and wanted to know, what is your secret? How did you live so long? How does people in your country live so long? And basically what this man said was, among living a more cleaner lifestyle and just having less stress emotionally and environmentally, he credited his health and the health of these people to the wolfberry, and which was the reason for everyone living so long. Let me move this really quick. Like I said, I have tons of notes, like tons. Okay, let me get back on track here. Oh, am I here? Sorry. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Gary started studying the wolfberry, and he realized that this NingXia wolfberry was referenced in these physician handbooks dating back 5,000 years ago. And this physician's handbook was called Ben Sao Zhen Mo during the Ming Dynasty, and it was written from 1468 to 1664. So this is very ancient. This wolfberry has been around a very long time. It is nothing new. It's not a fad or something that has just been created. It has been around for a very, very long time. Okay, so the wolfberry, you might also hear, is called the goji berry. And the difference is that the wolfberry is derived in China, and the goji berry is derived in India. And there's quite a big difference in the chemical compounds of it, and it's because of how it it has a lot to do with how it was planted and found in China. So this was kind of the interesting part about it. They found that the wolfberry is actually better, and the reason is because the ice and the snow melts off the Himalayas and forms into the famous Yangtze River, and this mineral water flows down the river and through Ningxia, China, and then it goes on to the Ningxia wolfberry plants, which is what helps it have its amazing antioxidant quality and the chemical compound that it does. Hey Liz, thanks for joining. Okay, so Ningxia, China has been celebrating this for hundreds of years because of the incredible quality that it brings to life in this area. And so Gary was determined to get this powerhouse superfruit into the US because it was so amazing and people were living so much longer and feeling better. He was determined to do that. And so Young Living actually became the largest scale importer of the NingXia wolfberry. And because Young Living is committed to excellence and all of their products are made for a purpose and not a profit, it is no surprise that Gary was determined to keep it that way. So we source all of our NingXia wolfberries from this area in China, and that's how we support this amazing community of people. There are over 3,000 pickers between, I want to say it's June to October, that hand pick these berries off of the trees and then off of the plants and then are able to get them to us. And so a lot of this information that I found was in this incredible book. I left it upstairs. I don't have it on me right now, but it's like a scrapbook of Gary Young's life, written by his wife, and it just has a ton of history of Gary's vision and the reason he did this. And I mean, the information is invaluable, so I would highly recommend getting that book and learning much more about Young Living that way. Okay, so the wolfberry has an extremely impressive nutritional profile, which is the reason why my family drinks it. All of us would drink it. My kids drink it, and my husband and I drink it because of the nutritional value and the antioxidants that it brings to our bodies. It's an incredible arsenal of antioxidants. So think of it like this. Antioxidants are considered like a lint roller, and the free radicals in our body are like the lint. So the antioxidants are able to neutralize the free radicals in our body, which is why antioxidants are incredible and we need them every single day in our diet. So the U.S. Department of, yes, Gloria, toddlers can take it, absolutely. And I'll talk a little bit about ounces and that kind of stuff right at the end. So the U.S. Department of Agriculture developed this scale and testing called the ORAC scale, and that stands for Oxygen Radical Absorbency Capacity. So glad I said that right. And what this does is it determines which foods are good at getting rid of the bad stuff in our bodies by testing how high they are in an antioxidant. And so years back, I was trying to kind of remember when this all happened, and I couldn't remember if it was just me becoming more aware of antioxidants or whatever, but it seemed like for the longest time blueberries were the new superfruit. You got to have blueberries in your diet. They're incredible. They're amazing antioxidant. So the ORAC test was able to tell by weight the antioxidant activity of the blueberry, which is incredible. And so we learned that the blueberry is really important to have in our diet. And then years later, what happened was then the pomegranate became more popular. And so then they tested the pomegranate against how incredible the blueberry was. And so let's talk real quick about the blueberry. The blueberry on this testing is 5 times more powerful than just pure vitamin C. 4.5 times more powerful than pure beta carotene, and 4.5 times more pure than just straight vitamin E, which is incredible. So then the pomegranate became popular, and we found out that through this testing that pomegranates are 3 to 4 times higher in antioxidant value than blueberries. So really an incredible thing. So any kind of berry really is pretty high on that listing. I took a picture, and I'll post it in this afterwards, but I've been reading in the Ancient Oils of Scripture book, and there's a whole sheet that basically lists all the berries, and then it goes into different vegetables and whatnot, and it tells you what their antioxidant value is and what has the most and what has it kind of all lines it up. So it's really a cool referenced thing to be able to reference. So then, of course, Gary wanted to know how much more antioxidant value would be in a wolfberry compared to the blueberry and to the pomegranate. So what they found out in this testing is that the wolfberry is 7 times higher than the blueberry and 3 times higher than the pomegranate. And then there's like a list of top 10 fruits and vegetables on this list, or what has the highest antioxidant value. And we found out that the wolfberry is 10 times higher than oranges, 12 times higher than raisins, 55 times higher than cauliflower. And so really this like blows your mind in antioxidant value wise. Like the wolfberry is incredible. And literally, like if you were looking at the chart, you have like a blueberry, a pomegranate, and then you have like the wolfberry. It's like way up here. So just looking at that chart, you're like, oh my gosh, okay, so if a blueberry is good for me, then clearly I need to be eating wolfberries, right? Right. Which is like, when I was reading this, I just could not even stop. I was like, this is amazing. I'm so glad we have this in our diet now. Okay, so let's get a little serious for a minute, and I'm going to be referring to my notes because I want to make sure that I read it all correctly. So there's a disease called age-related macular degeneration, which I'm sure all of you are very aware of. It affects people mostly in, it would be like at my grandma and grandfather's level. So it affects 1.7 million people in the US right now. And by 2020, it will affect up to 2.7 million people. So it's what it is an irreversible form of blindness. Okay, so in our diets, our eyes take certain antioxidants from what we eat, and it actually deposits them into our eyeball, which is kind of incredible when you think about it. And so these antioxidants are deposited into our eyeball, 2 of which are called lutein. That helps us see our peripheral vision, and then the other one is called zeaxanthin, which is what we're going to see in our center vision. And so what's happening in the baby boomer generation mostly is what they've been researching is that because of the unbalanced diet, we're not getting enough of those antioxidants, especially a little bit of lutein, not quite at all enough zeaxanthin that we need. And what these studies and this research is showing is that if you're able to get a proper amount of zeaxanthin in your diet, it will absolutely protect you against this disease. Like, hands down, for sure, 100%, it will. Yes. Okay, so a few ways you can get this is by eating red peppers, raw egg yolks, not cooked. It's in a little bit of spinach, and that's how you can get more zeaxanthin in your diet. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not eating raw egg yolks. So, I mean, I'm definitely eating spinach, but they're saying that just a tiny bit. So you really have to really have a lot of this in your diet to be able to make up for lost time and what we're not getting. So, I mean, I eat a red pepper sometimes, but I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say exactly how much you need. Okay, so this research is showing that there is 17 more times zeaxanthin in the wolfberry than there is in a red pepper. So that is incredible. So not the, it's not from any kinds of, it's the wolfberry puree, the #1 ingredient in NingXia Red, that has 17 times more zeaxanthin than a red pepper. So, I mean, it's recommended to drink 2 to 4 ounces a day. So that's like a no-brainer. You're getting so much of those antioxidants in one day without worrying about making sure to eat enough red peppers and, again, raw egg yolks. I have one friend that eats the egg yolks, 2 raw egg yolks every single day after she works out. And I think she's a little bit crazy because I just can't do it. I just cannot do it. I just think of her doing that and it just grosses me out. So anyways, so the zeaxanthin in the wolfberry puree is considered the highest form of liquid zeaxanthin in the entire world. So that's pretty incredible. So in addition to all of these reasons, the antioxidants, the zeaxanthin level, there are some other incredible facts. And then we'll move on after I tell you guys that NingXia Red is higher in beta-carotene than carrots, higher in calcium than cauliflower. There's 18 amino acids, which is insane for a fruit. 2 specific amino acids support immune response, which is like what we were talking about, keeping our kids well, keeping ourselves healthy, especially during this time of year. I mean, tons of sickness going around, and this is gonna help with our immune response to these things. There's 21 essential minerals, 16% protein by volume, which is also one of the, I think it's the highest in protein for a fruit. High in potassium, very rich in zinc, which helps, oh gosh, sorry guys. It's an amazing resource in helping the body work optimally, that zinc is. High in soluble fiber, and it's made from real fiber, which we don't get from drinking other fruit juices. And it's hard to get real fiber in our diet nowadays. A lot of it is synthetic, from a synthetic source, and this is not. So it has more fiber than oat and buckwheat, and it is very low on the glycemic index. Which is amazing to be able to say that for a fruit. So also, in addition, it has the power of essential oils infused in it, like tangerine, lemon, yuzu, orange. And by adding these essential oils into the NingXia Red, it takes your NingXia Red from better to best, because the essential oils by nature are delivering those nutrients to our cells. They go in, they clean out the toxins that create that shell, that create the shell that traps the toxins inside of our cells. It cleans them out. Citrus oils are naturally penetrate the cell wall and release those toxins. So it allows our body to work optimally because we're not being weighed down by all of the junk in our cells. So it is incredible. If you're not convinced by now, then you need to do some more research and realize, and also drink it because it's amazing. And my body, when I drink it, literally says thank you. Like, you can tell that your body feels amazing after you drink it. So if you're here right now and you already drink NingXia Red, give us some comments and let us know what it has done for your family, because it has been an incredible addition to ours. So let's talk a few recipes really quick. There are so many ways to drink NingXia Red. Some people just take it in a little shot glass. That's what I give my kids. I just line up a shot glass, and I just give them, I figure that's about, I don't know, what is a shot glass? Is that an ounce? About an ounce or so, and they each get an ounce in the morning. We also like to make a NingXia cocktail, and we have these mason jars. This just has my water in it right now. But what I'll do is I'll take a packet of NingXia Red and I'll open it up and dump it into here, and then I add ice. I fill the rest with water, and I add a couple of drops of citrus fresh essential oil just for good measure because it tastes good. And then we drink it like that, and I give my kids a stainless steel straw, and they love it, and they call it their special cocktail. So that's a great way to drink it. I've heard tons of moms, pregnant moms that are dealing with all the early pregnancy issues, drinking that like a cocktail, like sipping that throughout the day has helped them a ton. You can also freeze these. I put these in the freezer, and then I send my kids to school with one, and by the time they are eating lunch, it's kind of like a slushie, and they love it. You can also add grapefruit to this. This is a great way to detox. I know around the holidays, people are trying to slim down and save some extra calories. So grapefruit is a great way to detox and slim down. So you can add that to your NingXia Red. You can add peppermint to it to help you wake up. You can add thieves. When we're feeling under the weather, we add frankincense, thieves, shake it up, and then take a shot of it. You can do this with dried wolfberry, or you can steep, I'm sorry, not the packet. You can take hot water and you can actually buy dried wolfberries from Young Living, and you can steep those wolfberries in the water, and then you can sip that. And another great way to use this is to put it in your morning smoothie. So after I work out sometimes, well, I always have some kind of protein shake after I work out, but I'll add a NingXia Red to it as well if I want to kind of add it for flavor. That's that. Let's not forget, this is important, you guys, for all of you pet lovers out there. NingXia Red is also for your animals, and there's an incredible animal desk reference guide with tons of information. There's also tons of people that have YouTube videos that have gone to the Young Living animal conventions in Utah, and they've learned tons of information about their precious pets. And two of the products that come up a lot in the Young Living world for your dogs and mainly horses is the Animal Sense Ointment and NingXia Red. So lots of animals drinking NingXia Red. So you know how you feel drinking NingXia Red. Let me just tell you how good your puppy is gonna feel drinking NingXia Red. And so I've got to tell you, I've always been like, oh, how much should I give my dog? I'll drink this packet and then I'll leave like just a little bit in the bottom, and I just like squeeze it out into her bowl of water, and then she drinks that. So I'm hoping that just having just a little teaspoon of it maybe just added to her diet is helping her with her longevity in her life as well. So tons of great information out there about NingXia Red with horses and dogs especially. So don't leave your pets out if you're an animal lover like me. Okay, so to wrap this up, how do I get my NingXia Red? So like I said, I did start with a premium starter kit of oils, and you get 2 samples. You can also buy, if you're not already a member, you can start and become a member by ordering a NingXia Red Premium Starter Kit, which gives you like 4 bottles, 30 packets. It's like a whole kit where you can get the bottles and the packets, and then you get some samples and whatnot too, and that'll get you the wholesale membership. You can also buy this in combinations of bottles and packets, or just packets. If you're already a wholesale member, you can just go into your virtual office and you can see all the different pricings for that. And obviously, if you're ordering through Essential Rewards like I do, like I order my NingXia Red in my monthly wellness box, and so I'm getting a percentage back every month because of it. I'm also, like right now, I'm earning 25% back on my orders. So if I order my NingXia Red, I'm getting a percentage back, plus I'm getting points for free product. And one of my main ways of using my points and ordering on a quick order is by getting my NingXia Red for free. So I get my NingXia Red for free a lot. Let's see if I missed anything. Any questions? I know there's a little bit of a delay, so if you have any questions about NingXia Red, yes, it is the best decision ever. Essential Rewards, it sure is. Any questions really quick before we go? I hope that was helpful to you guys. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a medical professional. I just love learning about this stuff. It's incredible to me. It's not just a fruity drink that is, that we're trying to like push and get you to order for our own benefit. It really, like, ask people. It gives you tons of energy, and it is so, so good for you. So, so good for your kids and your pets. So I hope this was helpful to you guys. I want to post a picture of that ORAC scale to you because that just blew my mind when I was reading it. And any other questions you have that I don't, my grandma's scared to take it due to, yes, I'm actually glad you said that because if you are taking medications, you obviously need to check with your medical professional. She could easily bring a packet to her doctor and have them take a look at it and see. I know a lot of doctors are not versed in this kind of stuff, so it really is an individual thing. And so, but that would be probably the best thing to do is take the packet and let them look at the ingredients and see if anything might interact with her medication. So I'm losing my voice, which means it's time for me to go. You guys have a good night. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. Bye.